नमस्ते प्रणाम गीता ध्यानम ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Arjuna. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudevasutam devam kansachanuramardanam devaki paramanandam krishnam vande jagadgurum. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. We continue our reading from the 7th Adhyaya, Dnyaan Vidyaan Yoga of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and Sri Krishna is explaining to us about his real nature. What is the nature of the Divine Lord? What is the nature of the ultimate reality in the form of the Divine Lord? And the 12th Shloka that we read last time in our last reading, Sri Krishna has told that he is beyond all the three gunas, because of which this Prakriti gets projected from the Brahman, the Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. These are the three gunas which make this Prakriti appear different from the Brahman. Sri Krishna says, it comes out of me, but I am not part of it. It comes out of me. Sri Krishna says, Ye chaiva satvika bhava rajasaha tamasaschaye. Whether it is sattvic, rajas or tamas, whatever, all these three gunas of the Prakriti, know these gunas to be proceeded from me. They proceed from me, sattva, rajas, tamas, and people look around with awe the wonderful creation of the Lord, the amazing nature of this Prakriti, the mix of good and bad, the mix of vice and virtue, the mix of holy and unholy. That is how people make distinction. In reality, Sri Krishna says, I as a being, I am the ultimate, and from me all these things, they get projected. Matta eveti tanvidhi natvaham teshu te mai. All these things, they proceed from me. Matta eveti tan vidhi, that you understand, that you know for sure. They all proceed from me. All this magic and perplexity and the illusion created by Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, they all proceed from me. Know for sure. Natvaham teshu tan matta eveti tan vidhi natvaham teshu te mai. I am not in them. They are in me. And for which we had seen those two examples of the snake being superimposed on that rope, or the ghost being superimposed on that stump of a tree. What is the reality? The rope and the stump of the tree, the trunk of the tree, they are the reality. Not the snake, not the ghost. But we assume them to be snake. We take the real rope. We take that real rope to be the snake. And all the magic starts. So Sri Krishna says, they belong to me, but I am not in them. They proceed from me, they originate from me, but I am not in them. Now, let us come to the 13th shloka of our today's reading. Tribhir guṇa-mayair bhāvair ebhiḥ sarvam idaṁ jagat mohitaṁ nābhijānāti māmebhyaḥ param avyayam. Now, Sri Krishna is telling us about the maya of these three gunas, the illusion, the magic created by the three gunas. Tribhir guṇa-mayair bhāvair, deluded by these threefold dispositions of the three gunas of the Prakriti. Ebhiḥ sarvam idaṁ jagat. Ebhiḥ is by these three gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas. Ebhiḥ sarvam idaṁ jagat. This entire universe, this entire world is mohitaṁ, getting deluded. Mohitaṁ na nābhijānāti, having deluded by the three gunas, this entire world having come under the spell of that magic, that illusion created by the three gunas of the Prakriti, that mohitaṁ na nābhijānāti, they are getting deluded and they do not know me. Na nābhijānāti māmebhyaḥ param avyayam. What they don't understand, what they don't realize, what they don't know, that māmebhyaḥ param avyayam, having come under the spell of the three gunas, the magic of the three gunas, they don't know that I am the ultimate avyayam, immutable. I am the ultimate reality. And that is why this entire illusion and delusion and confusion, it starts. So Sri Krishna says, they don't go for the real thing behind this Prakriti. It is the Brahman which is behind the Prakriti. Prakriti is just a projection. Prakriti composed of sattva, rajas, tamas. That is just a projection of the ultimate, immutable, indestructible, indivisible Brahman. For Brahman, there are no two. For Brahman, there is no good or bad. For Brahman, there is no holy, unholy. For Brahman, there is no pious and evil. So, that is what happens. That is what happens when the world comes under the spell of the three gunas. That we just fail to realize. We bring about this ignorance upon us of the immutable nature of the ultimate divine Lord. Māmebhyaḥ param avyayam na nābhijānāti. Sri Krishna says, my immutable nature, the people don't realize that it is me who is ultimate truth, without two. Without any confusion, without any illusion, the ultimate reality, people, they try to forget. Deluded by these threefold dispositions of Prakriti, the gunas, the sattva, rajas, tamas, this world does not know me, who am above all these gunas, who is immutable. The ultimate reality, the world gets deluded by these three gunas and they don't realize. Brahman is here designated as param, which means the one beyond the ken of intellect and the senses. That is param avyayam. Sri Krishna has defined himself as. He is the ultimate reality, immutable, avyayam. This reality undergoes no modifications and therefore it is immutable. There is no change. There is no birth, creation, sustenance, destruction for the ultimate reality. It is ever there. It is ever existing. It is the ultimate existence of Satchit Anandam. It is the ultimate existence, ultimate knowledge, ultimate bliss. There is no mutation in that. It is immutable. Those who see a cinema, now this is a beautiful example Swami Chidbhavananda has given to explain this shloka. Those who see a cinema take no note of the screen on which it is projected. When we go to a movie, when we see a movie, it is the screen on which the movie is projected. We get deluded. We get so much, involved in whatever is happening in the movie, which in fact is happening on the screen. Now, is screen getting affected by any of that is being projected on it? No, the screen is the screen. Immutable. If there is a comedy scene, the screen doesn't start laughing. If it is a tragic scene, the screen doesn't start weeping, crying. If it is an action-oriented scene, the screen doesn't get excited. Oh my God, now that car chase is happening. No. All the things happening in the movie, they are just being projected on the screen. We get involved in it and we think that is what is the real thing. But what is the real thing? Real thing is that screen which is totally aloof from whatever is being projected on it. It is no way involved. The screen may show comedy, the screen may show tragedy, the screen may show action, the screen may show romance, but the screen ever remains uninvolved. The phenomenal universe is made up of the three gunas. Likes and dislikes in all forms are also born of these three gunas. The world appearing to us, like that movie on the screen, is just a projection because of the three gunas of the Prakriti, the Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. And Sri Krishna says, by these three gunas, people get deluded and they don't know me, who is the immutable principle of this entire universe, who is the ultimate Brahman. People entangled in these three categories are immersed in their experiences of the phenomenal existence. People are only involved with the movie that is happening. And they take no note of the basis, which remains unaffected by these modifications. And ultimately what happens? Movie comes to an end. It is not permanently going on and on and on. It comes to an end. That's it. Another movie starts. Screen remains the same. The Chit Akasha or the Brahman, the pure consciousness, remains as the substratum of the perceived universe, like our TV screen or the screen in the movie theater. The Brahman, it remains absolutely unaffected by whatever is happening in the world as such. They who are bound by the gunas are unable to cognize this reality. And that's what Sri Krishna says. Deluded by the three gunas, they forget that it is me who is the ultimate reality. I am immutable. They forget it, and people get involved in the illusion created by these three gunas in the Prakriti. So that is the Sri Krishna's clear-cut instruction to Arjuna and to us as to what should we be meditating upon. Not get influenced by the three gunas, not get influenced by those comic or tragic or romantic scenes on the screen, but know for sure these are all temporary, these will come and go. The only reality is the Lord, the Satchidananda Brahman, is the Divine Lord, that screen. That is the ultimate reality. Now on this, what Sri Ramakrishna has to say, let us see. Sri Ramakrishna says, Ishvara plays at assuming the human forms. That is his play, that is his Leela. The Lord takes a human form and intermingles, communes with the devotees. But devotees, instead of listening to the Lord, they are so much involved in all the illusion that has been created in this Prakriti. He is a great magician. The Lord is a great magician. The universe and the beings in it are all his magic. It is all illusion. There is no reality behind this universe as such. It is just a projection. The universe and beings in it are all his magic, created by his inscrutable power of Maya. Under the influence of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, this Maya is evolved and it binds the man. It binds us with the Prakriti rather than the Brahman. The magician is real, while his magic is a mere phantom. These are the words of Sri Ramakrishna. He says, don't go after the magic. Magician is playing so many tricks. Today he will have his tricks of cards. Choose any card and I will know which card you have chosen, all those things. The magician will make things disappear from in front of you. And you say, oh wow, what a great magic. Magician can do anything. It is all sleight of hand. It is just a trick. And we get so much impressed with that trick. What Sri Ramakrishna says, don't go for the magic. Don't get lured by the magic. Go and meet the magician. Go and embrace the magician. Be a chum, be a buddy, be a great friend of the magician. Once you become a great friend of the magician, you yourself will get to know what is the reality behind this magic. You will get to know everything on the tricks that the magician is doing. Because then you are one with the magician. You know what are the tricks he is doing. What are the games he is playing. You know what are all the magic that he is creating. So Sri Ramakrishna says, go after the magician, don't go after the magic. And here Sri Krishna says, people under the influence of these three gunas, they get deluded by this magic. And they forget the magician. They forget that I am immutable. They just ignore the fact whom to meditate upon in reality. So that was the 13th shloka for our today's reading. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swamiji.